very quickly, the Mayor's Alliance is a coalition of 140 or so animal rescue groups and shelters, mostly in the New York City area. And our mission is to end the euthanasia of dogs and cats at New York City shelters. Our target goal is 2015. We're on a Maddie's Fund grant that is funding this project. And we're into year 5 now. Just a quick statistic, in 2002, the year before the Mayor's Alliance was formed, the euthanasia rate at Animal Care and Control was 74%. In 2008, at the end of 2008, it was 39%. And it's a collaborative effort. It's the rescue groups and shelters, it's the individuals, it's the people from the dog parks, it's people who care about animals who are really making a difference. Specifically, what I wanted to talk to you quickly about today was, we have like 4 core objectives: to reduce animal homelessness, to increase adoptions, to increase awareness, and to strengthen resources of existing New York City entities working on that to help animals. A couple of the most, I think, the more significant things we're doing, or the most visible, are increasing adoptions and reducing animal homelessness. And the Mayor's Alliance offers with a number of initiatives within that, but 2 things that we offer that it might be of interest to you folks is adoption events. We schedule the rescue groups and shelters on adoption vans throughout the city. North Shore Animal League America donates their vans. Every weekend we have usually like 5 different groups around the city at a location they've picked to do adoptions. And dog parks are actually becoming more and more interested in using this program to invite a group or a couple of groups to come on a van, or not on a van, just to bring volunteers and bring adoptable animals for adoption, and be a part of your events at your dog park. Maybe the adoption event would be the event. And all it takes is just to ask us if we can set something up for you. The other thing that we do are microchipping clinics. For $25, anyone can have their dogs and cats microchipped. Why microchip, you say? Well, it's one of the best ways to ensure that a lost or stolen animal is returned to his or her rightful owner. And vets will microchip. You can get microchipped lots of places, but we do it for $25. We don't make money off of it. We bring in, set up a couple of tents, bring a vet tech, some volunteers, and we will microchip the animals. I think the largest one we ever did was at the Central Park Prize event. We did like 125 animals. This was actually right after Katrina, and people had it very much top of mind. They wanted to protect their pets. But we will make these available to groups around the city. All you have to do is ask. It's no cost to you.
NYCdog was created in 1999. Ira Herman, our dear friend over here, was one of the founders of it. And it came together because of the Giuliani administration clampdown, where they were literally giving people cell phones to spy on us in the park and report on us so we could be ticketed. Because as the police said, it's easier to catch somebody walking a dog, they can't run away, but a bicyclist can run away, a runner can run away, but if you have a dog, we got you. And we were getting slammed. The Upper West Side, the Village, across the board, but primarily Manhattan in the beginning. That's what brought us together. So off-leash, we won 2 years ago. And we became the largest off-leash city on the face of the earth. Of course, we're one of the largest to begin with. But we're now advising people all around the country. And it's a wave around the country. We've had people fly in from Belgium, and I sat with them for a day. People from Australia, people that it is taking hold because of here. Because one thing that came out of the off-leash battle, when off-leash was instituted on an informal basis 20 years ago, From that point on, dog bites in the city started going down, because dogs started being socialized and they weren't locked in pens and they weren't leash aggressive. So we have this ball going, but it can always be derailed. A new mayor can come in, a new city council can come in, and they can do it. That is why NYCdog is more important today than it was even 2 years ago. Because 2 years ago, when we won that battle in court, then at the health department, then at the parks department, it was unprecedented. We got this thing through. But there are people out there working every single day, be it the Juniper Civic Association, being it this Oren Tilovitz, the man that will be exposed tomorrow in the Post, being that. So that's it. So please, we need you to sign up. We need you to do, fill in the form so we can get you in and get you in on the website and link to your website and just do this. And that's why we've held off on the new website. So as soon as we get this stuff, the new website starts and we'll be connecting everybody in the city. Now I'd like to introduce, all right, just very, very quickly. I'd like to introduce Mike Dockett very quickly, just to say hello, stand and say hello, be acknowledged, because he'll be answering questions. Assistant Commissioner, promoted from Chief, Head of Park Enforcement Police. There's a great interview by Diane West in our handout, and Diane is the publisher of New York Tales, and a great publication. Jason Schwartz, is he still here? Oh, there you are, Jason. Jason is the Director of Partnership for Parks, and he will say a few words in the course of this thing and how they can become the interface and help the new groups get going and becomes your conduit with the Parks Department and things of that sort. Absolutely vital, vital, vital resource. Besides, we get them to do the work and it's less work for us. And Kirsty, where's Kirsty? Kirsty Bainbridge, she's the Manhattan coordinator for Partnerships of Parks, and she will make herself available for all the boroughs and will take your names and connect you with the right person in your different boroughs. But now we're going to start the program. It's going to move fast. It's going to be different than you've ever seen, unless you've been in some weird college lecture and stuff like that. Matt Parker is going to take it from here, and then we're going to play tag.
Good morning, folks. My name is Matt Parker. I'm the Vice President of NYCdog. I'm also the President of Friends of Hillside Dog Park in Brooklyn Heights. Thanks, Bob. You're integral to NYCdog. I want to just sort of expand on what Bob said in terms of what NYCdog is. It's not always just about battles, although bringing everyone together when the battles need to be fought is important. NYCdog is really about the sharing of information. Dog runs, off-leash areas tend to be silos in all 5 boroughs all over the city, and oddly enough, the same problems keep coming up over and over and over again, and often people are trying to reinvent the wheel over and over and over again. They don't realize that there's a long history, and there's 50 other groups that are probably sharing the same problems that you're encountering, and it would be great to share information to see what problems are in common and to get creative about the answers to these problems. And really, that's why we're here today. We're not here to lecture. I'm not going to be giving a lecture. We're going to be here to facilitate a discussion about what's going on in dog runs in New York City today. What are the general issues? I know everyone has very specific issues that are very specific to your dog run, like the wackadoodle who just won't let up and who threatens people, or the fence that will not get fixed. But we're going to try and keep it real general and try and see what problems or what issues that everyone might be sharing, and then facilitate a discussion of what has worked and what hasn't worked. And then we're not going to be able to solve everything in 2 hours. What we're then going to do is, since everyone's going to try to get to know each other, we're going to move this discussion online.